That 2 p.m. wall, the one that shows up even after a proper lunch. You're thinking fuzzy, your energy somewhere else entirely, your body already quietly negotiating with the couch. I'm Annabelle Cross. Welcome to MedHeads. There's a 2-week dietary experiment making the rounds right now, and for once, the hype has something real underneath it. Multiple small trials, different designs, different populations, are converging on the same finding. Your cells can start responding to insulin differently within days of changing how and when you eat. Here's what the research shows and what it doesn't. It's not that your cells can't use energy, they've stopped trusting the delivery. Insulin resistance, when your muscle and liver cells stop responding to insulin's signal to take up glucose, means your pancreas has to push out more and more just to get the same job done. The threshold keeps rising, your cells grow harder to reach, the whole system runs hotter for longer. Globally, about 1 in 4 adults is already inside this loop, often for years before anything gets flagged. The problem isn't too much glucose, it's a threshold that keeps rising. Here's where the 2-week window gets interesting. It's not just what you eat. When you eat shifts the result. Circadian alignment, eating during the window when your body's metabolic machinery is fully primed, means your cells are most ready to respond to insulin in the morning and progressively less ready as the day closes out. One trial had healthy men eat only between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. for 2 weeks. No calorie cuts, no weight loss. Whole body insulin sensitivity improved anyway. The cells didn't change, the timing let them do their job. Timing is one lever, what you eat is the other. It's not about eating perfectly, it's about lowering the ask. Insulin demand, the total amount your pancreas has to produce across a day, is driven hardest by refined carbohydrates and sugars, which spike blood glucose fast and high. Swap those out for protein, fat, and non-starchy vegetables, and the spikes flatten. The pancreas gets a lighter shift. Your cells aren't working against a flood anymore, they get a manageable drip. The goal isn't a perfect diet, it's a quieter pancreas. Now for the part the viral version leaves out. 2 weeks won't reverse years of metabolic strain. It proves the mechanism is still intact. The most reversible first target is the liver, hepatic insulin resistance, where a fat-loaded liver keeps releasing glucose even when insulin is signaling it to stop, responds faster than the rest of the system. Caloric reduction can shift liver fat measurably in days, not weeks, days. That's the window the experiment actually opens, not a reversal, the first foothold. What 2 weeks won't do, it won't permanently fix skeletal muscle insulin sensitivity, and it won't work identically for everyone. And one safety note worth hearing clearly, if you're on insulin or medications that stimulate its release, cutting carbohydrates sharply can push blood sugar lower than expected. That's a conversation to have before the experiment starts, not after. 2 weeks isn't the fix, it's proof the fixing is possible. The genuinely hopeful part is also the most well-evidenced part. Your metabolism isn't a fixed setting. Liver fat shifts in days, muscle glucose uptake improves with consistent meal timing, and the diabetes prevention program, 3,000 people, structured lifestyle change, followed properly, cut progression to type 2 diabetes by 58%. That took longer than 2 weeks, but it started exactly like this. Your cells haven't forgotten how to listen to insulin, they've just had a very loud few years. So here's the question for you. If you ran your own 2-week experiment, which meal would you redesign first? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Drop it in the comments. We're genuinely curious what people are actually trying. And if you want more of this, frontier health science made practical, with the honest context you need to use it, hit subscribe. New videos weekly. Thanks for watching. For more on metabolic health and what the research actually shows, check the playlist on screen now. See you in the next one.